Good morning, Berthold Bombers. Today is Friday, September 11th. My name is Ella.
And I'm Lizzie.
Welcome to the Bomber Blitz.
Hello, this is Wyatt with the Bomber Blitz weather. The high for today is 71 and the low is 45 degrees. It is 48 degrees as of right now and 13-mile-an-hour south winds with partly cloudy with 43% humidity. Now let's go see what's for lunch.
Today for lunch is tachos, peas, salsa, mixed fruit, and PB&J.
Also, there are no birthdays today, but we have a special video on 9/11.
How old were you when the attack happened?
I was a freshman in high school.
What were you doing?
I was in Phy Ed class, actually. I had first hour Phy Ed, and we were going to play softball. So we were riding a bus to the softball complex in Minot, and I remember hearing about it as we were on our way back to the school.
How did it affect you?
It was overwhelming. So much about day-to-day life changed, and life as we knew it really has never existed again. Everything just became a lot more difficult, but it was all for, everybody's safety, I guess. So it was just sad, very sad.
How old were you when the attack happened?
I was a sophomore in high school, so I was probably I think I was 15 years old, about to turn 16.
Where were you?
I remember exactly where I was. We had walked into the room, and our teacher had the TV on, and we saw the second tower hitting. I can remember every detail that day, what I was wearing, what I was doing. So.
How did it affect you?
It was pretty crazy because it was just like the world kind of slowed down into slow motion. I remember that night we had a basketball game because girls basketball was in the fall then, and we still played. And it's just the atmosphere was really weird. That summer, my family actually ended up going to New York City, and so we saw Ground Zero, and it was weird. The world was weird.
How old were you when the attack happened?
Let's see here. It happened a long time ago. It's one of my first years teaching. Actually, it was a couple of years teaching, so it's been a while. It affected me I remember the time. I remember when it happened. I remember where I was. I remember everything about it.
Where were you?
I was at school in the morning, and when we heard about it, we watched TV on it and recorded it. It's kind of a little bit different for me because Mrs. HOCHHALTER's birthday is actually 9/11. So tomorrow, when you guys see her tomorrow, if she's at volleyball practice, wish her a happy birthday.
How old were you when the attack happened?
I was a first grader, so I was 5 years old at the time.
Where were you?
I was in Velva, North Dakota.
What were you doing?
I remember getting ready, going to school, and then what I really remember is walking down the hallway, going to one of our recesses, and looking into one of the teachers' classroom, and all the teachers were in there, and they were looking at the TV, like their eyes were glued to the TV, but not quite really knowing what was going on.
How did it affect you?
As a first grader, that was really kind of hard to process, and so at the time I knew I felt sad, but didn't know much more about it until you get older and you learn about it, and you can say, hey, I lived through that, and you can remember back to that time in our country where everyone was sad and really came together, though, and really spread the kindness to help each other out in that situation.
Let us never forget the people who lost their lives that day. Now on to Ella with announcements.
7 through 12, mostly 9 through 12, you must have a pair of headphones, preferably with a microphone, ready to use for all classes. Please let Mrs. Brown or Mrs. Roland know if you aren't available to get a pair. Grace, any sports news?
Congratulations to the 7th and 8th grade volleyball teams for their wins over Garrison.
This has been Ella
and Grace
for the bomber Blitz. Have a freedom-filled Friday. Fly high, bombers.